Hey guys, it's Hunt for Games. Welcome back for another Hunt for Let's Plays with Final Fantasy XIV. So I know a lot of you are saying, well, probably the 20 of you that actually watched it, but a couple of you saying, what happened to the Throwback Thursdays Brief Mr. Musashi series? We were having so much fun with that, and I really was. I'm going to go back to it. The problem is I'm having some trouble currently recording that ever since I changed some stuff around with my setup, so we're a little behind on that, but it's okay, we're going to get back to it, but an embargo lifted today. Today's Wednesday, this will come out on Thursday, with visibility to what's going on. A few people have had some early access to Stormblood and to see some Stormblood stuff, along with some YouTubers, bunch of, gaming media websites got some access, some information, and they've now been allowed to share that today. So a ton of Stormblood stuff came out. People have been getting more information and insight into all the specific ability changes to each of the jobs. Summoner is like way more different than I thought. They totally just got rid of the fact that there's like a bio and a bio 2, and now they just both become one entity, bio 3, which is cool, super cool. There's a lot going on. Certain jobs looks like are gonna be cooler changes than others. We gotta wait and see with a lot of it. We're not really sure how it's gonna work out. But point is, the hype is building. I've got a Final Fantasy XI video coming out on Saturday, so don't worry if you hate Final Fantasy XIV. Just you can ignore this video. I'm sorry. I'm really hyped. I'm hyped about Final Fantasy XIV, Stormblood. A lot of cool stuff coming. So I wanted to get back into Hunt for Let's Plays. It's hard for me to do these. After so many months and years of doing nothing but edited videos, it's hard for me to sit down and kind of like do just raw playing by myself. You can see all the mistakes I make. You can see how bad I am in certain aspects of the game. So I've got to go to, I've got a lot of these hunts stored up. This is from yesterday. I've still got some hunts to finish. Oh my God, see phones go off and I'm not prepared for it. Katie will probably get home and come storming in. I've got to be like, Katie, quiet. Anyways. So I recently found out about the hunt system. I was actually almost going to do a video just, not that anybody else is unaware of how hunts work, but I didn't realize that there are easy hunts. So I'm going to go do this guy, COERTHAS Western Highlands. I will do it as my ninja, because he's the elite. And then I'll do everything else as summoner. COERTHAS Western Highlands. I should look up where this guy spawns. So the deal is, I didn't know that there were easy hunts. I knew that there were hunts of like enemies throughout the region that would take like anywhere from 10 to 30 people to kill that are much more difficult, and I assumed there were cool rewards for that, and I kind of avoided it because it seemed kind of weird. A lot of running around with a group of 30 people you didn't talk to. It just didn't seem like for me. COERTHAS Western Highlands, really? Is this the right spot? Yeah, this is right. So I gotta look up. Anyways, there's another version of the hunts that you just go to the board. And the game tried to throw it at me a bunch of times. There are a bunch of quests that's like, go do this. And I was like, all right. And I ignored it. I did the quest and then I didn't click on the clan board. And it was like, please look at this hunt system. It's really nice. So anyways, you go out and you get these marked bills, which then appear in your key items, which is really cool. You can click on them and it comes up like this, showing you where they are, COERTHAS Western Highlands. And then the kind of rewards you're going to get. So the big deal is that these give these Centurio seals, which you can use to get I-200 level artifact armor. That doesn't seem like a lot. It's not that great. Just doing roulettes and stuff, you can gain points for I-level 230 gear at level 60 now. So that's not huge. The thing for me is that not only do on the smaller things, which it works just like, what do they call? The hunting log did. You get gear. 51,000 experience is no joke, and it's been a great way to kind of like, as I'm just getting these points, building up marks and blah blah blah, the Centurio seals, leveling my summoner. And here comes Katie to totally throw off the whole recording session. Waffles is like, what's going on? I'm doing a live recording. I cut off the top. This is why I don't do these. You're messing up the green screen. You can see the magic is ruined. Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted. So it works like the hunting log. I don't know if I said that or not, but you get 51,000 experience. I've been doing these on Summoner, which is like 58. And kind of just like as I'm building up these Centurio seals, gaining a decent amount of experience. It's like almost 59 now. And I mean, that's stupid, but every time I don't have to use roulette to like level something, I can use that to get the other points. So, leading up to Stormblood, which is only like 2 weeks away, I'm not going to have eye level 230 plus gear, and really it should be way higher than that to be like prepared for Stormblood. But that's, I think, the minimum to get into Stormblood. I'm not going to have that for every job. I might not even have that for Ninja. I don't currently have that for Ninja. I really got to get some better gear for my Ninja. But, and I'm saying Ninja because Ninja's the highest, so it's the closest right now to achieving that goal. But I would like to have like some kind of close. So for like Summoner, Summoner looks really cool, and I'm excited to try it out in Stormblood. I'm trying to get the gear just good enough that I can survive enough to get to like level 51 or 52, and then get the gear that comes out with the vendors and everything. So that's my plan. To have a couple jobs next to Ninja, or even use these seals to get good enough gear for Ninja. I feel like that's the fastest way to do it, because you can get a lot more gear per day, per week, doing the hunts than you can doing the roulette, the lower points, which it's just kind of slower overall, but is better gear. So let's see. I can look up now for this guy. He's one of the weekly guys. What's his name? Alteki. Final Fantasy 14. And they have maps. Everybody made these maps of where their possible spawn locations are. You know, easy to find, but the mobile version, not great. And now I'm just going to go look, see if I can find him. So, first little spot is over in this crater. This is very exciting stuff. But anyways, yeah, that's always kind of how I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 and Final Fantasy 11 before it. Is I kind of try and like slowly gear up everything a little bit, and I never have anything that's like really well geared. But that's fine for me, because you know what, especially with the vertical gear progression. Look at the giant Yeti. The vertical gear progression style, I always am kind of like, this is gonna be outdated in like 6 months. Why kill myself for the best possible gear? And it's also why I'm rarely doing the end game stuff, because you have to have that level of gear to do that. And that's one argument I can see. Where's the, I don't see the, oh, there. I didn't see the summoner, I just saw this Titan edgy fighting on its own. Alright, so not in this spot. So you guys can't see this. I mean, I can hold it up, but gotta keep looking. Should mark these on my map somehow. What am I looking for again? The Alteki. There's one over here I missed. Oh, up. He's kind of like down this way, and then we can just keep heading northwest until we find him. Anyways, these are a little bit. So I shouldn't have started with the weekly one. Oh, there he is. There he is. See, I would have missed that one. I would have gone. So the weekly one's a little different. These are all just like, where are these? You can get a million of these monsters in the area, and it's like, it tells you what part of the zone they're at. The weekly ones, it's like you have to find them. It's a little harder. Get over it. Also, I apologize in advance. It's been a while since I played Ninja, but it's my best gear job, so I'm using it. See, look, I already forgot this. But been a while since I played Ninja. I'm not that great. Also, live speaking, we've already discussed, is not my strong suit. But we're gonna work on it. All right. So I've been enjoying the hunt system. I've been doing it a lot. Plus, it's a great little activity. Not that I've had activity or time to do this. Oh, before it turns around, can I get that off? Yeah, I can. I haven't had as much time lately to play games and watch TV. One of my favorite things to do is to do both simultaneously. But, oh, actually that worked out great, because I timed it right before that. Oh, I guess it doesn't work on the... That answers that question. So I've got that like assassinate ability. I always kind of hope my double attack move. See, it's 100 Centurion Seals. So let's go quick check them out so you can see the gear. It's all the like artifact gear, like eye level 200. It's a lot of fun though. It's a cool little system. It's easy. It's a nice way to relax. I don't have to worry about it too much. Just kind of like hunt down some monsters. I don't have to be that focused, because I've done a couple roulettes recently while watching TV as like a healer. And it's not the best type of job to do that with, because you gotta, all of a sudden I'll be like, wow, our tank's almost dead. I wasn't paying attention. DD, it's kind of easy to get into this like rotational like flow, and you're like, oh, I got it. This is easy. I can do this. And, you know, watch your show, but it just doesn't work out quite as well. So here's where you get the little clan hunt boards. I mean, I haven't even gotten to days I could do this all night, essentially. The level 3 marks give a lot more points and XP than level 1 and 2, but I kind of just do them both because they're all in the Heavensward areas, and you can get them like all done simultaneously. So you talk to this chick, Yolene, and she's got all the stuff. So we'll do ninja. 'Cause, you know, I'm currently on ninja, so you can see what's going on. I mean, this stuff, not the weapon, because I got the 235 weapon from Palace of the Dead, but like this is a better piece of gear than what I'm wearing. I only have I level 145 right now because I was building up points to get one of the 235 body pieces and stuff. So like this is better. It's much better. Now, is it enough for me to get to eye level 230 and then get through all the Heavensward content? I don't think so, because especially if I only have a bunch of eye level 230 gil. So once I get above like 200 though, or something around there, I can start doing more of the level 60 dungeons, which will drop gear that's better. So it's a toss-up. Like, do I just get this to like kind of get through this little section? I don't know. I have so many questions, but it's cool looking stuff. I guess I must have gotten a decent. Oh yeah, I've got a 230 headpiece. But it's nice to, you can like flesh out some of the pieces that are a little bit behind. You can also use money to do that, but I try not to wherever possible. So, you know, I was making progress. I've got some decent gear going on, but it's mostly in like earrings and stuff and a couple of the big pieces. I still didn't have eye level 230 ninja stuff. So we're a little behind. Stormblood is 2 weeks away, and I still have a lot of content to do. So I kind of want to like get ninja up there so it's just ready to blast through it all. But I don't know if I want to level ninja and Stormblood. Like, the changes look really cool. I mean, that awesome frog, just summoning huge frog. I mean, very stereotypical anime ninja. I'm not going to mention specific names. Naruto. We'll never know. But anyway, I've been babbling for like 10 minutes. I apologize for my babble. So let's hit up the DRAVANIAN hinterlands. See if we've got anything else. See, this is the problem though. Nothing else in the DRAVANIAN hinterlands because it's one of the harder areas. You usually have some overlap in Western Highlands though, which is where we just were. I probably should have done this stuff while I was out there. That was dumb. All right, yeah, but we got a ton, so let's do that. Anywho, what was I saying? So Black Mage is my other level 60. I mean, Summoner's like right behind it, but I don't think I'm gonna choose Summoner. Summoner has a lot of changes, and frankly, my chair is rolling back. Frankly, I kind of have a rule where I didn't love Summoner to begin with. I want to love Summoner, but the DOT nature of the job, the pet management was a little too much. Rivers Meet, Twin Pools, Rivers Meets, and Twin Pools. All right, that makes things easy. It just, I never really gelled with me. I like Scholar a lot more, but again, kind of fell off as the specific, like, pet management started to get a little more detailed. I don't mind it. It's just a lot with the controller to do it all. I don't hate it. In fact, Scholar, something about Scholar gelled with me a little bit more. I think because the Scholar abilities were healing based. And, like, telling it to throw out a quick little AoE made sense to me. But maintaining, keeping track of, like, when to use the, I don't know, I got a little better with the Summoner side of it too. It just, Scholar gelled with me a little quicker, for no reason other than, like, it just made sense in my mind than Summoner did. But again, that's still a lot of extra kind of micromanagement I just don't really want to get into. And you can skip it, but then I always, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I could be better. I could be better, but I'm not. This is one of those situations where I could look up where these little bomb snolls are, but I'm being lazy. Plus, I'm talking to you guys. So, I really don't remember where the bomb snolls are, though. I'm sorry. I need to look All right, what do they call frost grenades? Let's do it. Anyways, I said all that about Summoner to explain why I'm not leveling Summoner as my first job, even though Bahamut as like a summon is freaking awesome, even though it's like a 20-second thing. So a lot of the changes do look pretty cool. They cut down the DOTs because they made it only 2 DOTs. I'm not sure how I feel about that or not, because I loved the feel of having all 3 of them ticking down, like when you really get it going. So it's kind of a bummer that they got rid of one, even though that's also one of the things I liked least about the jobs. I don't know how I feel about that. They've also introduced this cool proccing system where you can fire off like a, what is it called? A version 4 of Ruin, which seems cool. Again, it's all awesome. All right, so where is this guy? 28, 12, 30, 10, 28, 12. That's like way up here, isn't it? Oh no, I'm kind of close. How does this count as Rivers Meet? So this guy's going to be like over here. Oh, it's following my thing. Oh, sorry. 28. No, it really is up there. How's that Rivers Meet? So Rivers Meet has a little word down here. Rivers Meet. But this guy's going to be up here. 28. It's like over here. All right. 28, 12. I thought I remember seeing these guys over here, and I was like, that's way too far. That can't be right. The babbling. There it is. Look, there's one. You'll see the little icon above it. It's like the hunting log. It's cool. But I'll do this on Summoner while I complain about Summoner, because I will get the XP and delicious. Oh my gosh, I've got to wait a minute. Think I can take this guy without any spells or pets? Oh my god. So. Need some water. I flustered myself. Anyways, there's a lot going on with Summoner that I do like, a lot that I don't like. A lot of the changes seem cool. You get to fire off your like pets, your summons ultimate attack more often, which is sweet. And I love that they changed it so I can now have Carbuncle instead of the crappy edgies that looked like shit. I didn't like the edgies, so this is all great to me. Still just not sure how I feel about it. It wasn't ever my favorite job. I'm not sure the slight changes. They got rid of the fact that Ruin 2 is gonna blind. I don't know why they would do that. It was such a cool little unique thing that I could do. Whatever. Anywho, so we've killed that guy. And I do enjoy kind of the flow right now. And 60 could change things. I keep going back and forth. My point is, my rule is that I don't want to prepare to level a job that has new abilities if I don't like how the job is now, like at all. And I'm not saying I don't like it at all. I like it a little bit. So there's one. This guy's Twin Pools. Wasn't there another one in Rivers Meet though? Ice Trap. Aren't you like down in the? They're like over here, I think. Yeah, I found him. Man, it's hard to get a point across when you're nonsensical. I love Black Mage. I got Black Mage to 50 and then 60. It was my first 60. I've always had a good time with Black Mage. When I stopped playing for a little while and came back, I like suddenly no longer had as much of an interest in Black Mage. Not sure why that is. I got super into Ninja, and Ninja's currently my best geared and most fun 60. But I still do like Black Mage. I'm not sure what kind of drew me away from it so drastically, but excited about some of the changes. It doesn't look like crazy different. A lot of the cool stuff is just like new ways to fire off more spells. The spells look amazing. I really love the new UI to keep track of stuff, and I think that could make it a little more enjoyable. I didn't love Enochian. The Enochian timer, balancing it with the other timer was fine. It made it feel less like I was looking for opportunities with Black Mage and more into this like very strict rotation that I couldn't deviate from, because if I did, it would, you know, life would end. All my damages would disappear. So I'm excited to see about the Enochian changes. That looks kind of cool. All right, twin pools. I need Arcanorius and an ice commander. We see those all the time, and that's it. I don't know where the Arcanorius is. This is twin pool, so it could be anywhere around here. I think they're a little bit. I think they're both to the north here. Where's the ice commander? So this is always a tough time for me because, you know, expansion coming out, I not only want to try the new job, I want to try the jobs I already have leveled. I'm not sure which one to try. I kind of want to take advantage of the fact that everyone's going to be leveling DDs and do a healer or a tank, but I hate taking a healer through expansion first because I did that with Scholar and it takes forever because you have to. It's much harder to kill stuff. I could have like switched to Summoner, but I always felt kind of dumb because I was getting new gear on Scholar and not in Summoner, and then I would switch and I'd be like stronger DD, but overall I just hopped like 2 feet. But I don't know. I'm all torn up because I really think Ninja's really cool. I'll probably do Ninja. I can't stop loving Ninja. It feels right to me. Supposedly the changes are pretty similar. It's not like crazy, but at the same time, some of the new ninjutsu you can do under like whatever that intense new effect is look awesome. The like enhanced fire and lightning and everything look just incredible. The frog, I could do that frog thing all day. That looks so funny. With like an awesome fireball going on. It just is a very cool job. And you're like flying around, dagger spinning everywhere. And they also got rid of sneak attack and trick attack. Or it's just trick attack now. And as the Final Fantasy XI player in me is terrified by that because I love the combo. But in Final Fantasy XIV it never really made sense because they were very similar. Sneak attack just did a lot more damage, and trick attack like added not a lot more. It did more damage, and trick attack added a 10% defense down or something over 10 seconds, something like that. Oh, I found these guys. How convenient. So looks like they're cleaning up a little bit of that. It just sounds like it's mostly all good. If you like Ninja before, you're still gonna like it. Now, people are a little unsure about whether Ninja's still gonna be kind of as useful. Because it does a lot of cool stuff now for the party, in terms of like hate management and stuff, which I was excited to get into. It's not really super important at the levels I've been playing at, but I'd like to play some content where it's more useful. So we'll see. I'll probably stick with Ninja, but I love casters. I love casting jobs, and Ninja's kind of like that. It fits both because you do some like spells and stuff. But they're different. We all know they're different. Anyways. I could just go back and forth. This is the argument that it's constantly in my mind. Do I do this? Do I do this? And then we've got like Paladin and Dark Knight in the back of my mind sneaking in there. Like, they'd be really fun to level. Except that I've never been able to get either to level even 50. I guess I already got that one. So is that it for this level area? I think so. So now that I've done the like, oh my gosh, there's a million things in that area. We should probably finish off these 3 pointers. Let's go to Azizla. I never get to go to Azizla. Azizla. Point is, I've been working to try and get all my classes kind of ready for the inevitable point where I'm like, oh my god, I just want to level everything. But I mean, look, my summoner's at 58 now. It's almost 59. So level-wise, I'll be there with technically 4 jobs if you count Scholar. Because Scholar is what I originally leveled. It wasn't Summoner. Delta Quadrant. I knew it was one of them. I like Summoner, or I like Scholar a lot. And I still like Scholar a lot. And that would be a cool healer. But it doesn't look like the Scholar changes are as cool, like as oh my god cool as Summoner changes. I might check it out. We'll see. Like I said, it's going to be there. It'll be ready. If I see a lot of the stuff that's going on, I'm like, Scholar looks amazing. I can have it. So I'm trying to get the jobs there, and then probably like one of them really geared up, with maybe a couple others like sort of geared up. hence the hunts. But I think it's now been about 25 minutes of me just babbling about Stormblood preparation. As you can see, my video discussing 5 top tips to prep for Stormblood, which I meant every word. I really did mean number 3, where it was like, look into what jobs are out. I feel like that everyone watching the video is like, that's the throwaway tip. That's filler. It's filler tip. No, that one is the most important for me. I don't even care if you finish the main story quest or get geared up. You'll have to do it eventually. Think about what you want to level, because that is where the true test lies. I can never decide. These lesser hydras are so cool, and I never get to fight them. What am I looking for? A Merocidian Falak. I guarantee you I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable in that phrase. Nope. More or lesser Hydralisks. Oh, maybe down here. There we go. So, what are you guys leveling for Stormblood? A couple of you already gave me answers in that video. Seeing a lot of like paladins, because people that love paladin before, probably your biggest complaint was that it just wasn't, I don't know how to say this, that amazing. Really good defensively, didn't have a ton else to offer, and a lot of the end game seemed to be kind of focused on like burning through some stuff, and it was more of a damage dealing check to see how fast can you kill things. And Warrior and Dark Knight kind of fit that a little bit better. So Paladins have been complaining a little bit that they don't have any defense against like magic damage and stuff, and all that. A lot of that seems to be remedied. They're still super defensive. My point is, and I'm not in a place to really discuss the best and worst tanks of Final Fantasy XIV, because I honestly don't play at a level that I'd be a good reference for that. It's just not where my like strengths in the game lie. But from what I hear, you know, and the words that kind of filter around the internet, Paladin, Sea of Clouds. What is that? I've never even seen this monster. Can't wait. Sea of Clouds. Just me. I look in the wrong column. I'm like, where is it? And then I'm like, oh, it's this column. Oh, my throat. Sea of Clouds. Paladin has some really cool changes that people are really excited about. So it seems like those that liked Paladin before will see a lot to like now. The Cromlech. What the hell's a Cromlech? None of these say Cromlech. Oh, let's zoom in. Cromlech. Cromlech. Oh. It's right here. Oh, but it's way up. We can do this. So people that don't like Paladin before are really gonna like it now. That's what it sounds like. And some of the abilities look freaking amazing. I really want to check it out. I've always wanted to like Paladin. I love the style of it. The like defensive, healing, just blocking damage, holding up shields, sword in the other hand. That just sounds so cool to me. There he is. It's right here. But I never make it very far. It's not even level 30. It's not even officially a Paladin yet. And look, when I solo, I don't even get to the point where I can fire off my fun. Yes. So powerful. Where is another one of these guys? Oh, there's one right there. Can I get there before my ability wears off? Oh, you only had to kill one. Oh, that's kind of sad. Oh my gosh. If you make it through my babbling and are still here, congratulations. I'd love to study you to understand how you can deal with me. Bundu okay Bendu. That's where I head now. Somebody commented, and I'm sorry, I forget who right now, saying, stop apologizing for yourself, you're fine. And I think I might be part Canadian, because I do that all the time. It's a really bad habit. Anyways, I do want to check out Paladin. I want to check it out a lot, but as you can see, where is it? Gladiator. Still Gladiator. There it is, 27, the first one. I just got a lot of ways to go, and every time I play it, I'm like, this is kind of boring. Because early on, there's not that many abilities, and I keep looking at what the abilities are to come, and it's mostly defensive. And that's really cool in party situations, where I'm just like standing there taking attacks. But a lot of this game is played solo, and in those situations, you're kind of like, whatever. Like, I would have survived this on Black Mage or White Mage. Like, I don't care that I can sit here and take it. And that's where Warrior and Dark Knight were a little more fun in that solo aspect of, I know one of these guys was over here, of the game. So I still do want to kind of check it out. I'm kind of drawn away from tanks because of a bad experience I had. Mostly in this game, I've run into very nice people. Something about the nature of this game, people just don't get that pissed off for the most part. Every once in a while, somebody's had a bad day. They're just dicks. So I was leveling Warrior, and I got it to 50. I always thought I was a pretty decent tank. I was doing pretty well. I kept hate, nobody died. I was doing a decent amount of damage using all my abilities. I got to 50. Oh my god. What? Oh, you can't see this error, I don't think. I just had a Final Fantasy XIV DirectX 11 error. I'm gonna save a screenshot of that. And we're back. I don't know what that was. I had a million DirectX 11 errors, which makes me think that, I don't know, maybe it might be a Ryzen issue. Every time I see an issue now, I assume it's Ryzen because I just built a Ryzen PC. But could have just been Final Fantasy XIV. Could have been OBS trying to capture onto my game capture. Who knows? Anyways, I was talking about something deeply, deeply important, and I don't remember what it was. Paladin. Something about Paladin. Am I alive? I'm unharmed. Pamama's here. Oh, I also apparently finished that. I wonder if I finished it before and I was just dumb and didn't realize. DRAVANIA and Hinterlands, probably the next one. Yeah, I think so. Alright. DRAVANIA and Hinterlands. I think that means I have to stop at IDYLLSHIRE. Oh, Warrior. So my Warrior story. Yeah, so I was doing fine. Then I got to level 50 and I did like one duty roulette at level 50. It wasn't even a 50. I got like a 47, 48 or something. We killed 2 mobs. And I know that because I pulled 3. And the healer, who I had never met before and had no idea was at such high caliber that he was offended by our speed, said that he was going to immediately leave if I didn't start pulling faster. We had been in that dungeon for all of like 45 seconds. And he was gonna be gone. There was no like, excuse me, I think in this day and age with your level of gear and my effectiveness at healing, I believe that we can pull large pulls and maximize our efficiency and speed and have a good time all around at the same time. There was none of that. There was no request. It was just, you're an idiot, pull faster. And I don't know if it was because my gear made it seem like I was doing better than I was. Like, I had just gotten to 50. I was still learning new abilities. I was, and it just turned me off. And I was like, Maker's Quarter off to the left here. I was like, I don't know if I can handle the pressure of tanking. That just, if people are gonna be like that, and I mean, I know that was one situation, and for the most part, I'd never run into that, but I was immediately terrified of, because I was already kind of nervous about doing all the level 50 hard mode dungeons and dungeons that were a little more difficult than leveling roulette stuff, and being like, it's my first time through the dungeon, you know, that kind of stuff. That I was a little nervous. I was just a little nervous. And then this guy came in and just shit on my parade. And to be honest, we then started doing large pulls, and one of the large pulls, we died. We totally died because my gear wasn't that good. We couldn't kill stuff fast enough, and he couldn't keep up with the healing. And we screwed up one little thing, but when you do those large pulls, if you screw up one little thing, it's easy to die. And we totally wiped. And I was like, sorry. He's like, ugh. And I was like, I think that might have been your fault. I didn't do the large pulls originally. You pushed me into it. Anyways, the whole experience just kind of turned me off from tanking because there was a lot of pressure. I just didn't know if I needed in my life. But tanking is really cool, and I like having more influence on like the speed and the flow of the party. Just only when people are happy with my performance, essentially. Tell me what you think about that. I'd love to know how you guys get past that. I guess just have thicker skin, essentially. You'd think doing stuff on YouTube I'd have a thicker skin, but when you guys are mean, I feel it. You guys are awesome. You guys are never mean to me. It was like one time. So, yeah. These are the questions I go back and forth on. Like, I enjoy tanking, but do I want that kind of stuff? Healing, at least you can kind of sit in the backseat. And ultimately, if somebody goes down, you can be like, sorry, I just could not keep up with that raw speed. Also, why am I getting my ass kicked? Did I miss something? I mean, sure, I'm not using all the abilities I could be. I kind of stopped using Raging Strikes because it's going away. Is that dumb? Is that dumb? I, like, never use it anymore. Oh, see, I've got my buff and I fired off one cheap Ruin 3. I'm terrible at this game. It is the one downside of me hopping between jobs so often, is that I constantly am just like picking up a new job. I finished the level 3 mark, so it's not great. Real quick, oh, I did miss one in the Sea of Clouds. I knew I forgot one. Let's quick go finish that off because I know where he is. After that, I'll probably call it a day. It's been a long night of getting some marks. Go check out some gear, see what I'm gonna do about that. Oh my hand is, look, it's like the Cousin It hand. I still get excited. Oh, Cousin It, you were just the best. Oh, stop it. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm a weird dude. So that's my tanking story. I'm sure a lot of you have tanking stories similar. For the most part, people are really awesome. And as long as you say, like, hey, it's my first time through stuff, everyone's really great. I do avoid that sometimes because I don't want to get into the, like, I want to see if I can do it. I don't want to be like, guys, I'm terrible. Watch me. I just want to see if I can do well enough that people don't even realize I'm terrible. Is that so wrong? But in this particular case, it just turned me away. And I really haven't gone back to war since. It's like level 52. I've done a couple dungeons with friends, and I'm like, I don't know, just the whole thing. The whole thing. Part of me, I don't really love the lore behind Warrior. I don't love that, like, oh, I'm just a beast. I'm trying to tame myself. Like that. No, stop it. I don't get into it. I don't get into it as much as the cool stories with some of the other jobs. Dark Knight's kind of similar. It's like, oh, there's a darkness within me. Release it. I'm like, isn't that the same thing? Are we dealing with kind of the same kind of story? Paladin, though. I have no idea what the Paladin story is. Maybe it's really sweet. What are the free 3 tanking jobs are your favorites? Healing, too, because I've got the most experience with Scholar, but recently I've been doing a lot of Astrologian. It's up to like level 52. Which effectively is higher than I've really played with Scholar. Scholar, I stopped and switched to Summoner by like level 51. So really, I'm now more familiar, not really, with Astrologian. Nah, I still know Scholar better. Just not the micromanagement. I know a lot of you are watching and are like, this guy complains a lot. But I like to be really good at my the jobs that I play. And when I feel like I'm really bad at like a certain aspect of a job, there we go. I knew I was close. Let's check out, let's go back to IDYLLSHIRE. See what kind of points I have. I know I'm getting some points, and I have to spend them soon. I gotta make decisions, because there are caps. Oh, right, there's like a separate currency tab now. When the screen loads, I load. Screen loads, I load. Point is. How many times do I say point is? was thinking about that the other day. I realized it's kind of like a nervous tick. Not a nervous tick, but it's a transition point for me. I'm always like, all right, point is, if you count how many times I say it in videos, it's probably really bad. And I'm sorry that I just drew attention to it. You know what? Ignore me. Don't listen to a word I say. Point is, if we come back to this, I still don't really know what job I want to level. So let's check out the gear I got for each of my jobs. Summoner is what we're working with right now. It's eye level 141, which ironically is probably close to Black Mage. 178. I guess I did make some progress. Oh, so I got a lot of these pieces. I'm so pissed off. I got a lot of these from this person back when they weren't giving out the I-230 gear, like, I don't know, like a year ago. Which is fine. So, like, Black Mage is doing all right, really. It's missing out on a few pieces, but it could essentially be like I-200, which isn't bad. It's not 230, which I'll need. But I have a feeling gear boost will be a little more common once Stormblood's released. Ninja, let's check out Ninja. We already did before a little bit. 198, and the main gaps here are one ring to rule them all, and then the main body pieces besides the head and the belt. Everything else is doing alright. We got 235 weapon, 230, a lot of pieces. Ninja's the closest, obviously. And then the only other jobs that are even really considered close is Astrologian. Astrologian. It's still level 53, so it doesn't even count. Cool abilities though. I like Astrologian a lot. Look at that, they're like spinning cars all over the place. Setting them on fire, I never even pay attention. So if I go to the Ninja. Ninja. Yes. My ninja is geared the best. I'm so gunny. Ah, that was terrible. Do I have enough scripture to buy anything? That would be nice. I have 210 scripture. Not enough for anything. Scripture is tough to get with what I'm currently working on. Warrior. So I already have the mask. Where is the body? So I can't even get the body yet. It's still really expensive. So I mean, the body is a great example of what I'd probably get the artifact version of, because man, I just don't like the styling of that. What is it? It's made of like fish scales. I just don't understand. Not really liking where they're going with that right now, but I could do the gloves. It's a good spot to start. Be a nice big jump. I can't get another ring, so I'd have to get an accessory some other way, but maybe the pants. Pants are pretty solid. 150 to 230. It's a huge jump. It would can't really see them, so that's good. Oh right, because the boots are, oh, watch. Oh my gosh. It's just fish scales. Can I paint them? Probably not. I don't think so. So that would put me at 230. Does this say melding forbidden? Advanced melding forbidden. I'm not sure how that works. I have to look into that stuff. There's so much about this game I still don't understand, because I rarely get super in depth into it. So we'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna decide what kind of gear I should get to like start this off. But thanks for sticking around for another hunt for. Oh my God, what's it called? Hunt for Let's Plays. Yeah, I knew it was something. I swear I'm going to get back to the Hunt for Let's Plays Thursday throwback. This is sort of Thursday throwback. Final Fantasy 14 is like a five-year-old game now. Although Realm Reborn is only like 4 years. Let me know if you guys are excited for Stormblood still. It's 2 weeks away. Can't believe it. I know a couple of my buddies were a little turned off by some of the changes for their jobs. But I am excited. I think there are a lot of cool new changes coming to a lot of jobs. So I'm just going to change it up if I see something I don't like and want to try something else. But anyways, I'm going to try and get back to more of these. They're a lot of fun to make, and I just have been super busy, and I haven't really been playing games as much as usual, so it's hard to make a Let's Play when I'm not playing as much. But I want to get back to it. It's super fun. I want to get better at this. I want to practice, hone my skills. Not that you guys are guinea pigs, but you're totally guinea pigs. So, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what more of these you'd like to see. More Final Fantasy XIV, more Throwback Thursday stuff to older games, more newer games, whatever you want to see. Think about doing a competitive corner for all those little clips I have of like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds and Rainbow Six Siege and like those intense multiplayer games that don't really fit my channel, but I love playing them and I want to talk about them more, so I think I'm going to squeeze them in some hidden section of my channel in like a Hunt for Games competitive corner playlist or something. We'll see. Let me know what you think of that, and I'll see you guys next week for more games. Always more games. See you guys. Thanks. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, you should totally think about subscribing. I've got videos coming out twice a week, and if you like this one, there's at least a chance you'll like some of the others that are very similar to this, so live dangerously. Let me know what you guys thought about the video in the comments and other videos you'd like to see. And finally, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Huntin for Games to keep up with all the latest stuff. See ya.